Hi friends, welcome back to channel. So as we are discussing about artificial intelligence and deep learning, I will tell you why I have started this channel and why I had been gone to the main concept of artificial intelligence and deep learning straight forward. Why? Because and coming to myself, I'm a postgraduate student from Renewable Energy department, and at present I'm also pursuing my post graduation. Why? Because I'm in my final year and I'm making up a project on solar power flights. So besides that, I have came to know that solely dependent on renewable energy sources, that is not a concept. Why? Because there has to be a collaboration with several other departments to manifest the data, to analyze and to modify what we are going through, what it is going to happen the next phase. It is like a visualization, or you can say that is as a simulation concept in technical forms. So that way I have came to know that while I'm working on my detailed concepts on solar energy flights, I have made some parameters that I want to make a functionality that can give an equation for the highest or optimum availability of solar radiation and the maximum energy that can be generated and stored from the radiation concept. So while I'm going through the equations and the parameters from which I have considered, I have been at a point or at a stage, you can say, that I was thinking that I was not able to complete the equations, or I was not able to fulfill my objectives beyond that one. I had taken this project in 2019 itself, but after that, by 2020, 2021 starting, beginning, I had came to a level that my equations are ready, but beyond that completion of my equations, I want to make sure that equations are correct, or I want to make a proof that these equations are theoretically proven, or these equations have a strong determinant concept, a background of themselves. That is, I want to have a simulation concept. So for that simulation concept, from my department, like as a mechanical engineer from my graduation side, or by using any other concept that I have learned, there is no other way. So I'm pursuing, I had pursued Python and a few other concepts that I can stabilize myself, and also I can make sure that my theory gets proven, like by visualization, data concepts, or by by making any simulation concepts. So that is why I took AI and deep learning as the main standards or the main framework of my channel. Why? Because in future, if you are going through any level of conspiracy that you want to become a billionaire, or you have a main or self motivation that you want to create something, you want to be a part of life where the future has a soul content of your ideas or your creativities, then there is definitely a place or a strategy that you will be you will be a part of artificial intelligence or deep learning, or you can say big data concepts, data management. So that is why my first reason to take up this channel as an AI and deep learning concepts is the main frame, and behind the frame you can understand that there is a soul content of renewable energy sources also. I will tell you the reason. Why? Because the future, we can say that artificial intelligence and renewable concepts are both two different concepts, two different ways. Like one is having a prospects of having higher standards in global developments, as well as infrastructure and you can say industrial developments. But renewable energy is a whole concept on energy management, energy distribution, energy generation, and making a life sustainability. But when you came across a way, when you came across a source that you want to make sure that renewable energy sources becomes the most sustainable activity in human source in coming up of 5-10 years, and you want to make a data analyzing concept that you can prove that you are right, and you can make sure that what of the resources or the stabilities you are having in areas that these are these can sustain these can make sure that the world is sustainable on this one other than the fossil fuels. So for implementing these things or for analyzing or having a data visualization concepts, you need a programming or you need some technical backgrounding frameworks. So that is purely dependent on artificial intelligence and deep learning concepts. Why? Because whatever the data you are collecting for the past 2 or 3 years or for the past 1 year from solar intensified panels or whatever the storage databases you are having in your experimental labs, that whatever the data you are having, you are giving input to the program whatever you are having, it may be Python, Java or JavaScript or whatever it is. So when you are giving the data, you have to give the data whatever the program or the system that takes the input. So for giving that input, you need some technical analysis. That technical analysis we can say as deep learning or big data. So big data is a concept or a part of artificial intelligence. So when you give the input to the artificial intelligence, it takes the input, and the artificial intelligence makes sure that whatever the data you give, it visualizes, summarizes, and have some profound data that already we had given, like what you should do with the data, and it analyzes and it exponentially gives the results. Like after 10 years, the power generation can be up to a level. After 20 years, it can be up to a level, and after 30 or 50 years, the whole global environmental sustainability comes to a place, and where the electrical most of the electrical concept or most of the energy or power concepts what the humans are using, that is slowly becoming dependent on the renewable energy concepts. So as I say, that both are like two different concepts, but both are like hand on hand. Like if you want to have the jobs or the roles or the concepts in AI and deep learning, there has to be a concept that gives source for these job roles. So for giving the roles, there should be a concept. So I'm suggesting that RES is one of the part job roles besides the industries what we are having, e-commerce or commodity. There are like many other industries, but besides those other industries, from coming to the technical side, I'm saying that RES can be a highly like you can say it can be a primary hand-on source or primary friendly source for artificial intelligence job roles. I'm sorry, it can create job roles as well as it can create sustainability factors also. So my channel is primarily dependent on artificial intelligence frameworks, and behind that I can say that RES what I'm going through, or what are the project details that I have been through in my past years in my university levels. I will also share those documents. Maybe it will be useful for some of the youngsters that can generate a few ideas in them, and it can lead to a greater and you can say a greater development in the global as well as technical improvements also. Thank you and have a great day. And I forgot to say, if anyone have any doubts or any suggestions regarding RES or AI or deep learning, please give a comment in the comment section, and I will make sure I will go through those detailed versions, and I will also reply for them, maybe in a video or maybe in a deployment concepts. Thank you.